There are so many people who have inspired me in my life. I think there are two types I want to talk about. One is people who have inspired me because they've worked for justice in the world. So someone who comes to mind is Brian Stevenson, who was one of my professors in law school, and he has an organization in Montgomery, Alabama called the Equal Justice Initiative. And he's worked on death row cases, and he's worked on fair sentencing reform. And he's an incredible storyteller and an incredible advocate. And I recommend anyone to watch his TED Talk, which tells his own story and why he's been motivated his whole life to fight for justice. And he's done that tirelessly for his entire career. The other kind of hero for me are people who have done tremendous things to make other people's stories available to the world. So a couple people come to mind here. There's an organization called StoryCorps, and they do audio recordings of people interviewing each other just for a few minutes, and they put together little 30-second spots where you get to hear someone's story. And they've done incredible work. Visit their website. Another example is the photographer who runs the Humans of New York blog. And what's so touching to me about his work, his name's Brandon, is that he just takes pictures of ordinary people who are out in public in New York City. And he interviews them, and he gets a little piece of their story, and he posts the photograph and the piece of their story. And if you look at the picture and then you read the story, what you realize is that if you pass that person on the street, or you walked past them sitting on a park bench, or you saw them eating in a restaurant, you would never imagine that they had that story, and that everyone has a story. And there's something so powerful and humanizing in that. It makes it really easy to relate to the humanity in other people, and to remember that no matter what you think of someone else, they have a story, and their story is rich, and it's probably complicated, and they've had, great happiness and great sadness in their life. And being able to recognize that, people who have been really great at bringing other people's stories to light, I find that so inspiring, because it's been a very kind of moving thing in my own life to be able to have a glimpse into the stories of others.